What a magnificent crowd this would be. Thank you, Connecticut. Thank you, Hartford. There's some thank yous that I need to say. Express some special thanks to Connecticut State Treasurer Denise Napier. Thank you so much, Denise. The Connecticut Leadership Council co-chairs Don Williams, Ned Lamont, thank you. To your outstanding congressional delegation. You've got some of the finest representatives in the House of any state in the Union. I am so proud to have them on board here today. John Larson, Chris Murphy, Rosa DeLario, thank you. I love you all. Thank you guys. You can do better than that. Give it up for Chris and Rosa. That's what I'm talking about. I want to thank my dear friend Chris Dodd, who ran an outstanding campaign and has been an outstanding senator, not just for Connecticut, but for the entire country. Somebody who right now is in the midst of fighting for our civil liberties, somebody who is right now fighting to make sure that our financial system works for everybody and not just Wall Street. He is somebody who I'm proud to call a friend. He ran a valiant race, and I'm looking forward to working with him for many, many years to come to create a better America. Give it up for Chris Dodd. I want to thank Caroline Kennedy, who has captured the imagination of the American people for so long, has done so much work outside of the spotlight on behalf of inner city schools, writing books, inspiring in her own quiet way what her uncle called ripples of hope all across the country. And what makes it better is it turns out that she is as wonderful and as funny and as charming as you would expect. And so please, I'm honored to have her on the team. Give Caroline Kennedy a big round of applause. And finally, I don't need to give a big build-up to a man who, when the annals of American history are written, will be recorded as one of the finest senators and one of the finest public servants in the history of this country. He has been on the front lines on every battle that has needed to be fought, from civil rights to voting rights to health care to economic justice to labor rights. He is the master of the Senate. Give it up for Ted Kennedy. Well, it's been a year now since I stood on the steps of the old state capitol in Springfield, Illinois, the building where Abraham Lincoln served for so many years before he went to Washington. The city where I served for many years before I joined the United States Senate. I stood there in 7-degree weather and announced this unlikely journey to change America. Now, some people at the time asked me, why are you running this time? Why are you running so soon? You're a relatively young man. You can afford to wait. And I had to explain that I am not running because of some long-held ambitions. I know that some people have been looking through my kindergarten papers, but that's not why I decided to run. I'm not running because I think it's somehow owed to me. I am running because of what Dr. King called the fierce urgency of now. The fierce urgency of now. Because I believe there's such a thing as being too late. And that hour is almost upon us. We are at a defining moment in our history. Our nation is at war. Our planet is in peril. And the dream that so many generations fought for feels like it's slipping away. You see it in your own lives. You see it in your communities, in your neighborhoods. People working harder and harder just to get by. Never paid more for college, never paid more for gas at the pump, never paid more for a gallon of milk. It's harder to save, it's harder to retire. Our healthcare system is broken, leaving 47 million people without health insurance.